Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this 10 minutes video podcast with Fleet Europe, and today CarPayDiem. My guest is Alain Tayenne. He is the co-founder of CarPayDiem and also the COO. Alain, welcome. Welcome in this video podcast of Fleet Europe. For the people that might not know CarPayDiem yet, can you briefly describe what CarPayDiem is about?
Sure. Hi everyone, and thank you for having us. CarPayDiem, we have developed a service which allows for mobile payment at pump via a smartphone or a connected vehicle. The intentions at CarPayDiem are double. The pretext is pay at pump. It is obviously mobile. No one would do anything else at present, and it aims at replacing payment by a marketing interaction and or serve as a cost efficiency purpose for fleets. As I said, it's a dual intention. As a marketing interaction, because we give the possibility to fuel networks to make interesting offers to fleet at the appropriate moment, i.e. When the driver is on the forecourt of the fuel station. Cost efficiency is the result from the possibility to kind of command and control the fueling behavior of fleet drivers to the most cost-efficient manner.
Okay, so if I understand correctly, then CarPayDiem is a specialized fuel technology management company. Then, of course, it's interesting that we are seeing now an increase in the electric powertrain uptake. And of course, this also can have an impact on your business and that of fuel management suppliers, let's say. How do you see the EV ICE going forward? With what impact for your business and that of the fuel technology industry?
For us, really, this is it's just another type of fuel. It's a transition thing. There will always be a source of energy will always be needed. So we already provide any type of fossil fuel like gas or diesel or CNG or hydrogen through the different stations that are connected to our service already. We can connect to legacy forecourt equipment, fuel posts, charging poles. It doesn't matter to us. The real drivers behind this are, obviously ecological consideration, regulatory measures, and ultimately fiscal policies. We are prepared for any kind of changes ahead, whether they happen next year over the coming decade. Our intention is to offer fleets with a pan-European refueling network as wide and as varied as necessary, actually.
Okay, we are seeing, of course, lots of changes in our industry, and also recently there was a change for your company. Edenred, one of the biggest employee benefits specialists on an international level, took an important stake in your company. Why this acquisition by Edenred, and what does it mean for your company and for the future of CarPayDiem?
No, absolutely. We welcome the investment of Edenred into our equity. For two reasons. First is they already own one of the largest European fuel card issuer called UTA, well known to the fleet network in Europe and even Latin America. The other reason is obviously the community that Edenred represents as an employee benefit player, and which we would love to bring as a community to the fuel networks of our clients, basically. The project, the other important matter, is the fact that we have already contracted for the digitization of the UTA fuel card. So that project has started. Customers or suppliers of UTA actually are being informed about the upcoming changes, and we look forward to this. And we are obviously also open to other fuel card issuers. There is no limitation there. The only change I would say, impacting us from an organizational perspective is the fact that Antoine Dumurgier, who's running the fleet and mobility division of Edenred, is joining our board, and we are extremely pleased about that. Obviously, the goal, the ultimate goal, is to connect to the 52,000 stations that UTA count among its own network.
Talking about the future, what can we expect in terms of geographic expansion from CarPayDiem, and perhaps starting with in how many countries are you operational right now?
Right. So we are live in 2 countries, Belgium and Luxembourg, for 2 years. We started in January 2019. The major element is that we will tally our first million transaction in November. Fantastic for us. Nobody expected that that we would experience such an adoption. So it's really impressive, and it's certainly linked to the strategy of CarPayDiem to bring existing communities to fuel networks. In terms of the immediate future, we have signed a large network in France, 400 stations. We will sign a Benelux network of 600 stations by the end of the year. That will bring us to 2,000 stations before the end of the year. Next year, we intend to add another 6,000 stations. First in Germany, UK, Italy, probably Spain, hopefully, and maybe Central European countries as well. The end goal is 35,000 stations by 2025, actually.
Okay, that sounds promising. Your solution, your service is based on connectivity, on technology, and of course we are seeing that everything in the connected space is very exciting and interesting. What are for you the trends in the connected tech space that will influence our fleet and mobility industry in the future?
Sure. Well, there's no doubt that the end game or the device of the future is the vehicle itself. I mean, using smartphone is a sort of a transition device. And it's a reality for us for long months already. Last year we actually started a project with the second largest car manufacturer, where we integrate our service into their line fitted vehicle that will come out of the chain in Q2 next year. So it's connected vehicles is a reality for CarPayDiem, and the same on the truck side with our partnership with WAPCO. We've already performed a pilot with those guys, and we are now currently putting all the different stakeholders together, and hopefully we'll bring a number of fleets in order to use the same solution for trucks very soon.
Okay, final question. If there is one thing that our people, our audience, can know from CarPayDiem that perhaps they don't know yet, what would you like to mention to them?
Well, so it's not really a new news. It's just that 2021 will be the year where all the things that we've been doing, took us 3 years to come to basically live, and now all the things are basically pretty much aligned from a strategic perspective and the execution. So next year, that's where the strategy, i.e., create an ecosystem that is beneficial to all parties, all stakeholders, will really takes place and comes in full fruition, I would say. So we'll be happy to demonstrate that in 2021. I think it will be our year.
Okay, thank you very much, Alain Tayenne of CarPayDiem. To the audience, if you like this session, please share it with your colleagues, and I hope to meet with you again in the next video podcast of Fleet Europe. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.